Got to get that. Yeah, there we go. Live at Pius High School, the Pius Invitational, the Pope's Invitational, as it were. Game number 3. We are behind because of a triple overtime game to start the day out of the Greater Metro Conference, Brookfield East, winning 66-64 over Arrowhead in what was a W7 Classic. What a game that started us. We then had a boys game, and now it's game number 3 of the day. Your Warhawks of Germantown, 12-4, 9-1 in the GMC, taking on Oak Creek, 10-8 overall in the Southeast Conference. I'm Ed Rowie. With me today, Scott Rowie, my brother. Yes, we are related in everything. And to my left, producer extraordinaire, Sarah Nassif. When you talk about these two teams, it really comes down to the tempo. Germantown wants to do one thing, Oak Creek wants to do another.
Well, and I'm really interested to see how this contrast in styles plays out. I think we saw a little bit of that in the first game too, and ultimately it ended up being what was a very high defensive game, or defensive effort on both sides. Ended up being a pretty high-scoring game. 3 overtimes will do that, but really curious to see how Oak Creek ends up handling Georgetown, the up-tempo play, and their ability to shoot the 3.
Or Germantown.
I'm sorry, Germantown. What did I say?
Georgetown.
Do you know that's the second time I've called them Georgetown? So
I did the same thing when I first started. Hoya Paranoia, I guess. We grew up on it.
and I've heard so many good things about a couple of the players from Germantown that I'm really excited to see them play.
Well, if you are new to W7, which we highly doubt because we know you've been around with us forever, because we've done so many Oak Creek games. Coach Haluknik, one of our favorites. And obviously, we're GTV, so we've been carrying Germantown now for 2 years and did so many of KK's first games, freshman year games. As we said, as we went off the air for that last game, it was a lot of the boys showing up to, the boys' games. We get those viewers. They're not used to who we are and what we are, and we described and explained what we are and said, hey, if you're not doing anything for the next hour and a half, stick around, even if it's for 10, 15 minutes. Watch KK play. I mean, this kid's a special talent. GTV, you're hearing me talk about it, and you're probably sick of me talking about it. But I think you need to understand, we talk about it a lot because she is that kind of a talent. And not only is she a special talent on the floor, she is an awesome kid off the floor. We are so fortunate we get to see her up close and interact with her. The other night, the last 2 games have been blowouts for Germantown, and the biggest cheerleader on the team is KK. I mean, it's just so fun to watch. And then you go to the flip side. Again, we talked about Coach Lucknick and how much of a big fan of W7 he is. This team will grind out possession by possession, but Germantown doesn't allow that. So it's going to be really challenging, very interesting to see how this plays out. To your point with that first game, it was 2 defensive teams until all of a sudden we got to the first, second, third overtime. They were letting shots fly every chance they caught, catch and shoot, catch and shoot.
And they were going in.
And they were going in. They became not so much of a defensive team all of a sudden.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this game. I've heard so much about Germantown. This should be a fun one, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing KK play finally.
The pass she made the other night, the over-the-shoulder, no-look pass in front of the Falls bench. That's one I got to have Gary dig up. I got to make a note of that because it was special. Sarah's on the floor. Producer intern. She's got the camera in hand. She's going to get in the huddle of Oak Creek, do the lineup, and all those fun things you've come to expect from W7. Time for the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pius Fieldhouse for Game 3 of the 2022 Post Invitational, presented by Gil's Weaver, attorneys at law. This game features the Warhawks of Germantown and the Knights of Oak Creek. It is in the spirit of good sportsmanship that we ask you to show your appreciation for these outstanding young athletes from both schools in a positive manner. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Oak Creek. At guard of 5'5" junior, number 2, Madison Noel. At guard of 5'6"
set. Game 3 of 6, Germantown, Oak Creek. Germantown coming in ranked number 6, Oak Creek number 8. And we are underway. Knoll topside, Zartner.
So this is, I'm guessing, the pace we're going to expect. Oak Creek's going to be very patient on offense.
Absolutely.
Want to work their
3 on the way in, good. Kirsten Zartner says, oh yeah, we don't score? Take that. 3-0 early. Skip it up ahead. Rachel Murphy, kick out. Lucy down the lane. She kicks it out to Gabby Cox. Wiz, back to Lucy. Looks inside, Wisner. On the block, right at Hernandez. Little jump hook, rolls off. Ball batted around. Zartner comes away with it. Up ahead. Pass, deflected, and lost. First turnover of the day. Lucy to the hoop. Offensive. Great job by Knoll. She did a great job setting her feet, getting underneath Lucy Leininger. 2 possessions. 2 missed opportunities. Now baseball pass up ahead. Over the top and finish.
Zartner again. Great pass.
The baseball pass. It's 5-0 Oak Creek. KK, pull up 3, off. Rom rebounds. Germantown will pressure end line to end line, sideline to sideline, non-stop. Dribble, pass, Brom, layup, good. Well, you can't ask for a better start if you're Oak Creek.
Well, you aren't kidding.
Wisner, 3, got it. She got a chance to set her feet and let it fly.
I think she heard you.
Oh, Wiz can shoot it, don't you worry. You're new to this stuff. Wiz Kid can shoot it. That's her 42nd made 3 of the season. Cutting Knoll.
Good ball movement.
No good. KK, open court. Have fun with this. Offensive rebound, put back, and a foul.
Yep, good call.
If she's got 1-on-1, she's going to the hoop. If she's got 1-on-2, she's going to the hoop. If she's got 1-on-3, she's going to the hoop. If she's got 1-on-4, well, she'll think about it.
Misses the first one. How does she shoot for the year? Free throw?
68%.
68.
Oh, timeout.
7-3 early, 15:53 left.
It's the second one. I'm going to change the scoreboard. I got Sarah. I don't have to do any of that. KK gets 1 out of 2, so a point for the possession. 7-4 early on. Good double team. Nothing happening. They kick it out. Knoll, who runs the show. You can hear KK's mom telling him, it's not a jog, it's a sprint. Get up and down. Inside, Hernandez splits the double team. Shot, no good. Gets her offensive rebound. Put back, no good.
Worked hard on that one.
Wiz Kid rebounds. KK open court. A sea of blue. She couldn't go anywhere. Now there, she can't do it. Four jerseys, she's not going through those. KK triggers it to Wisner. KK gonna get a foul on the floor. That's gonna be Zartner. Second team foul, correction.
And just like the first 2 games, both teams early on trying to get into a flow. See what the other team is doing.
Usually have that those first 4 or 5 minutes. Wisner down the lane, offensive. She dropped her shoulder and she got caught. Her first. 2 fouls apiece each team now. Good give and go in the backcourt. Shehu crosses the timeline. Steal by KK.
Here we go.
In the open court, drops it off to Lucy. Layup, good.
Great pass. 7-6 game. Oak Creek.
Now back tap, near steal.
Oh,
Instead,
missed open to
layup.
Hernandez.
Off the mark, batted around. Offensive rebound and putback. Zartner.
Zartner might have got away with a little bit of a shove there, but
She's
very
off to a great
aggressive.
start. Look at this blue wall. Nobody's going anywhere for them. Now, but they left Wisner alone. Rattles in and out. Zartner rebounds. Nearly turns it over. Kalalabs checking in for Germantown. And on the flip side for Oak Creek, number 10, Leila Alramati. I've had Alramahi already this year, so I've been able to practice her name.
Good pass.
Baseball pass again. They left her deep. And Maddie Brown finishes. KK left side three, rolls off. Zartner rebounds. And a jump ball. KK tied it up.
Boy, so far, Zartner all over the court. 7 points, 3 rebounds early.
JC
And
Manny
a quick
checking in
breath.
for Germantown. For Oak Creek, Lola Pendergast. JC got a little, is that some tape above the right eye? I think I saw that from the Falls game the other day as Wisner shot no good. There was a little something after
Went
the
off
game.
Oak Creek's foot.
Trying to see if that is actually, we'll have to see when she comes down here. Keep an eye out for that. It does look like some butterfly tape above the right eye of JC Manny. Yeah, she does, and she throws her body around too. Pass inside lining her extra pass. Whiz kid, no good. Hernandez rebound. She brings across the timeline. Hands it off to number 1, Emma Schmidt.
Good ball rotation.
Manny, she
Oop.
definitely does have tape. You know, you can go and you can join this. Now we got 3 voices. Sarah's going to jump in. Just keep an eye on your level. He reset everything, so we should be pretty good.
Okay.
11-6 our score. Oak Creek up early. Lob over the top, right through the hands of Hernandez. Hernandez, left hand, rolls off. Offensive rebound again, another offensive rebound, and on third try, Hernandez finishes.
Hernandez deserves that. She's been working hard. She had 2 of those that rimmed out. Happy that she got that one to fall. 3 rebounds already early for Hernandez.
And 13-6 our score. Again, this is a team that plays at the 53-point level. And at 13-minute mark with 13 points, way ahead of schedule. I would anticipate Germantown picking up the tempo. They seem a little flat right now, kind of settling for jumpers, not getting that penetration. Their defense has been kind of Again, no surprise that this game is the way it is. 13-6, number 8 team in the area. Wisner catches right side. Nothing there. Skip it. Deflected.
Who's ball? Oh, staying down there. Yeah, so for all the conversation pregame about what the tempo was going to be, it seems like Oak Creek is the up-tempo team so far, if you didn't know.
Hallie
Either
Bowles,
of the 2 teams.
Yeah, Hallie Bowles checking in for Lucy Leininger. Interesting move here. Very small lineup. And this is what Germantown does. This is how they sub. But with Paulina Hernandez, see if they go to her. KK, hammer pass, was out of bounds, turnover.
Hernandez has been largely impactful so far early on. Her size is giving Germantown some problems.
Paulina, the 6'2 junior. And you can count on her sister out there watching somewhere. Feel free to comment. We can check on that. They're going to get KK with a push now.
And is that 2 or 1? That's just 1 on her.
You may have heard that. Let's wake up. Does seem like Germantown is just kind of going through the motions right now. You have to wonder if that's from back-to-back blowouts, both Tuesday and Friday. The games were comfortably in the hands of Germantown from tip to buzzer. So you wonder if that's playing into the hands right now of Oak
Good
Creek.
ball movement.
Creek
Good
with a
ball
little
movement by
extra
Oak Creek.
tempo. And they're coming off a tough loss this week against Hamilton. Tuesday night non-conference, losing to Sussex Hamilton. That may have been a week ago. I'd have to check that, but they're coming off a tough loss regardless. It's a game they feel like they should have won.
Had the right
And now
look. She just couldn't
turnover.
control the ball. She had the angle, could have gone in for a layup. She just, pass got away from her.
Wisner to Manny. Lobs back to Manny, back to Wiz. This is a tiny, tiny lineup. Usually you see JC Manny get a little aggressive. KK shot way off the mark. Lobs gets on the floor, going to tie it up. Going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Creek ball. And Leininger is going to check in for Germantown.
Germantown just seems a little out of sync early on.
Checking in for Germantown number 24. Lucy Leininger, for Oak Creek number 13. Valentina Shibu.
Checking in for
Timeout
Oak
for the
Creek.
ref.
Valentina Shihu. He wanted extra airtime here on W7. GTV, sponsored by JBB, financial advisor.
Germantown with full court pressure. Good down court pass.
Hernandez, three, short. Batted
We're gonna get
around.
another
We're going to have
tie-up.
another tie-up. It's going to be Germantown ball.
Correction, Germantown.
13-6, 11:33 left in the first half.
Those of you on the GTV network wondering where Coach Ron Gavinsky is, my normal partner, hasn't been around in quite a while. We told you he had COVID. He's been recovering, kicked his butt a little bit, and he wants to make sure he's 100%. Hallie Bowles for three. That's got to feel great for Hallie. Not known as a scorer whatsoever.
She is known as our last player of the game, however.
Facts. Sarah dropping knowledge. Maybe that's why she's fired up tonight. Steal lobs. KK open court to the hoop. Gets the foul. Doesn't go. I think that three-pointer fired up that Germantown squad. Hallie trying to be all cool about it. Timeout on the floor, 32nd. We'll take it with him. GTV, sponsored by JBB Financial.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
To the line steps KK Arnold, 68% on the season, 1 for 2 today. Free throw good.
The pace of all three games we've done today have been the same. They started out slow, a little sloppy. Both teams seem a little out of sync, and then as the games have gone on, they both get into their rhythm. And so Oak Creek with a very fast start today. We'll see what happens. Germantown putting a lot of pressure on Oak Creek right now.
Nothing easy. Lob over the top. Geeson, finish.
May have got a foul there, got away with one.
Megan Geeson. They left Wisner alone. She gets an open three, no good. Hallie Bowles can't come up with it instead. We're going to get a travel. They said that Lola Pendergast took a little extra step.
Do you have a number 20 for Oak Creek?
It's Geeson, Megan Geeson. KK. Yeah, they don't have it on the program, do they? Hope they put it in the scorebook. If not, no, I'm sure they did. She's in the main. Lobs thought about it. Kala not known for her shooting either, but she was really tempted as Lucy puts it down. Going to draw the foul on Megan Geeson. 15-10, Oak Creek up.
Megan Geeson, the first team for checking in for the Knights, number 3.
Kirsten Zartner checking back in for
Early
Oak Creek.
Early on, Oak Creek been really good at rotating on defense, moving their feet. Oh, great pass.
Wisner,
Great
good.
pass.
She got position, had a great seal, and able to finish. 15-12, under 10 first half.
So far, Oak Creek hasn't had any trouble with the pressure Germantown's been giving them full court.
9:45 remaining, drive baseline. Leininger cuts her off, gets away with a travel and finishes. Zartner. Kirsten Zartner coming in, averaging 6.3. They're going to call offensive on KK, her second.
That's a tough call. That could have gone either way. I don't know. I don't know if they're saying she put her shoulder into her, but
That happens a lot to KK. She's just so much stronger, and it looks like she pushes off or shoves, and
she just got to the spot quicker. That's why I didn't think she was going to get that called on her. She was there first, but
yeah. And I think that's what Coach Stuvey was saying to the referee. 17-12, KK with 2 now. Got to keep an eye on that.
Hot
3
hand.
on the way.
Ooh.
No good. Hustle rebound, Geeson. Three on the way. Nope. Geeson comes away with yet another rebound.
and Oak Creek able to reset. These are multiple possessions.
KK with a steal? No.
She had a wide open layup ahead of her, too.
Inside, blocked by Leininger. Offensive rebound, put back. Number 1, Emma Schmidt. Shot no good. KK offensive rebound,
Foul
going
that
back to
time
the
for
line.
sure.
And they just called a technical foul. They just called a technical on KK.
That's a tough call. That's a tough one. I think I can see the frustration. There's been multiple possessions down court where she's gone up and she had the tough offensive foul called on her.
And this is what happens every single game in a big game. There's so much more contact, and she's just so strong. She can take it so much better, and it looks like she's pushing off, hitting, shoving. She's not doing any of that. And for her to get teed up is unlike KK at all, because as I was saying before the game, she's just a great kid on and off the court.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to be, we don't want to be critical of the officiating here. It seemed a little bit quick and unfortunate because I'm not really sure that it deserved that. I mean, it's a couple possessions back and forth where, one foul goes against her. They're physical with her. They bang her. Seemed like a little bit of a quick trigger technical on her. You hate to see that.
KK missed both of hers and then go to the flip side. And they get the first.
Zartner got the first one and the second.
Second, Zartner. Again, averaging 6.3 a game. She's got
show.
11.
21-12, 8:46 left. It'll be interesting to see how Germantown responds here. KK still in the game with 3 fouls now. She's got to be careful. Oak Creek's ball. So far, it's been the Zartner show for Oak Creek.
Drive inside, Hernandez. Shot no good.
Yep, that's a good call off Germantown. Oak Creek's done a nice job getting Hernandez the ball in deep. She had a couple of layups. She's been able to make a couple, but she's definitely getting her shot. Yep, that's off her leg. Good call. We had a great angle on that one. I know she's upset about that, but the ball rolled off her knee.
8:30 remaining first half. Rush, 21-12, the score. I do it often. Three, up and down.
Germantown needed that shot right there from Bowles.
Hallie Bowles.
They needed that. Now we're going to get
And
a
now
turnover.
another turnover. I rolled back and watched the play again. I can see where they gave the technical to KK.
Just her
she
reaction.
got shoved, and the elbow did come out. But she took a shot in the back. So, you know, it's hard. J.C. Manning, nope. Kayla Lobbs lets it fly, no good. Geeson comes away with the rebound.
And you hate to put her in a position now where she feels like she's got to play a little more passive.
She doesn't.
Well, maybe not.
Leininger near steal on the floor. Tie up.
Jump ball. Possession stays with Oak Creek. Thinking for Germantown at 21.
21-15, 7:37 remaining, first half. Oak Creek up. Oak Creek in the road blues. Germantown in their home whites.
Thinking for Germantown number 5, J.C. Manning.
KK does go off with the 3 fouls, down 6.
And I think you had to do that. I think you had to get her off the court. There's no reason to put her in a position to get that 4th foul in the first half.
3 on the way, no good. Hernandez
Hernandez
offensive
again.
rebound, no good. Second opportunity, no good. Leininger rebounds.
I think Hernandez has got to be frustrated now. I mean, she's got 5 or 6 rebounds and a couple offensive rebounds, just has not been able to convert on.
Leininger left alone, 3, no good. Boy, Megan Geeson's all over the glass. And now a foul on J.C. Manny. That's her first, but the 7th team, so they're going down to the other end to shoot some free throws.
Her second, team 7, on the line shooting 1-on-1 for Oak Creek, number 29, Geeson.
7:03 remaining. Geeson step into the line. It's been her show here.
Yeah, she and Zartner have really controlled the tempo of this game so far.
41% on the season, misses the first. Leininger has it blocked by Hernandez.
That's going to be tough. I mean, you're going to go right at Hernandez. Hernandez has got the height. She's got the length. It's going to be a tough shot.
Hustling to the scorer's table, Maddie Brom. And KK is going to check back in for Hallie Bowles. Everybody shuffling, kind of resetting who they're going to guard, who's guarding whom. KK. The one thing she can't do is attack as aggressively as they get a 3 for Wisner.
But I think if you're Germantown, I mean, with everything that's happened, Oak Creek's hit some tough shots early on. You've got the 3 fouls, you've got the technical, and you're still only down 6. So I think you got to feel pretty good if you're Germantown with the way that this game started.
There's the pressure. Oak Creek has turned it over 9 times. Hernandez looked at the hoop, but decided, I don't think so. Swing it left side. Knoll backs it out. Inside. Out. Good Oak Creek possession. This is what they do so very, very well. Now an attack.
And they're in a
Nothing
good
there.
spot to be patient right now. I mean,
Pass
tough
at the
pass.
feet, ends up in the hands of Leininger. She's going coast to coast, dropping the pass off. Manny, got it.
Good shot.
Lucy Leininger, great pass to J.C. Manny, who scores.
And going back to my point earlier, I mean, here you sit, it's only a 4-point game. You would think that the way that this game started out, that Oak Creek would be up maybe 8-10 points. I mean, Germantown's got to feel pretty good right now.
But again, Oak Creek, not a offensive team. This is a team that really stresses their defense. 21 points and a half is not unusual for them, and they've had that for quite a while. They also are prone to some stretches where they struggle to score the basketball. But they still hold a 4-point lead, and the key point to this game right now, the storyline right now, is KK Arnold with 3 fouls, only 2 points. She's 2 for 6 from the line. Has not been able to knock down a shot from the outside. And her penetration is going to be limited now that they have called the foul, the technical on her. She's got 3.
But it's a matter of if not, it's when not if with her, I'm guessing, at this point.
Oh, she'll get going.
She's going to get warm.
Oh, don't you worry. It's going to happen. And she'll continue to put the pressure on him. (21-17), Oak Creek to inbound. The pressure is now man-to-man versus the run and jump that they started with in their customary pressure. There's the run and jump. Got beat a couple times deep, once for a layup, once for a missed layup.
Good job getting Hernandez deep. Not letting
Brown,
her get
left
too
hand,
close.
gets it blocked. Gabby Cox. Murphy comes away with it. Up ahead, Leininger. Transition. Wisner, layup,
Great
good.
Take. Great take.
Whiz Kid, shot fake, sweep and drive, and it's down to 2.
And
now a steal by Lucy. To the hoop, foul, 2 shots.
See, if I'm Oak Creek coming out of that timeout, I think you want to get the ball into Hernandez's hand. She's getting where she wants to be on the court, and they're just not finding her early enough. And now all of a sudden it's a 2-point game and 2 free throws for Germantown.
And they're doing this all with KK on the bench. Cannot discount the 2 threes made by Hallie Bowles. GTV player of the game last game. Team was fired up for her. Man, oh lie, they were yelling and screaming. Leininger's second one, no good. Ball batted around, we're gonna have a tie-up. It's gonna go Oak Creek's way, but still the tie-up. Nope, Germantown ball. See if KK checks in for this one. She does. And hustling to her seat is Amber Sheffalu, just in case Coach Stubbe was missing there. Amber sprinted to that chair. Lob over the top. Wiz left alone, got it! Germantown takes the lead for the first time today. And now a steal by Wisner. Layup,
Now
good.
the pressure is starting to get to Oak Creek. They were breaking it early, and we're going to get a timeout.
Oak Creek, we're going to take it with them. JBB Financial Advisor, your sponsor for GTV.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation. There's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
.458 remaining. Germantown with the momentum has just taken the lead for the first time today. All of it with KK Arnold on the bench with 3 fouls. 1 on an offensive charge, 1 on a technical. Both calls a little suspect, but the referees are out there for a reason. Shot off the mark, Hallie Bowles flying in for the rebound. Hallie to Wisner, Cox back to Bowles. Leininger thought about it instead. She goes by Hernandez and floats one down.
One-handed layup.
26-21.
Oak Creek has kind of gotten away.
Up ahead, Brom. Good.
And that's what we saw earlier in the game. They broke the press quickly. They were able to get quick shots and good shots.
Cox picks it up. Murphy to the rescue. Wisner sets the offense, gets some patience, sees a lane, drives. Left hand, no good.
Good no call there.
Hallie Bowles just causing problems, and she's not going to get the steal, but Lucy will. She'll go to the hoop, get the foul, and go back to the line. That was all created by Hallie Bowles, who has been a huge spark for Germantown. Picking up the pieces that KK dropped, really providing a spark for Germantown. Lucy gets the first one.
The pace of play is certainly picked up, shifted in Germantown's direction to the kind of game they want to play, and it's all based off that pressure, which Oak Creek was handling very, very well early in the game.
Lucy gets them both.
And good for Lucy to get those two. She's been struggling this season and in this game, so it was good for her to get those two shots right there.
That's not a bad foul. It looked like they might have had an easy layup for Brom.
For sure. Physical foul, but
yeah, making sure. Yeah, Sarah, you're right. She's down to under 40% just at 40% coming into the game now, 2 for 4. But she was up around 60% in the last 3 weeks or so. She's really struggled making those free throws, and you could see it was really getting to her. So those two really had to feel good. First free throw, back iron. Lucy rebounds. Lucy fires a pass inside, broken up by Brom. Now KK will check back in. She's going to check back in anytime you have an inbound play like that, and then you'll go back offense, defense. So you might see Murphy go back out there. You might see Cox go back out there, or Manny. Checking in for Oak Creek. Layla Al-Ramahi. Whiz Kid 3, no good. Al-Ramahi rebound. And now a turnover in KK's hands to the hoop. Calling it on the floor. She's going to go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. I think her mindset will be a little better than last time when she went up there, flipped 2 of them, and missed them both pretty badly, actually.
Foul on Al-Ramahi, second of the game.
J.C. Manny sprinting to the table. KK knocks down the first.
Interesting to see that. Basically, all of her offensive production so far has been at the line.
Well, the threes she was taking, they weren't in the rhythm of the offense. It was having the ball in her hands and letting them fly, not her style. Gets them both, so she'll sit. And then she just, the blue wall that was there for Oak Creek was doing a great job shutting her down and the penetration. But you'll see an explosion in the second half, especially as the game goes along if she still has the 3. Pass deep, deflected. This is off Manny. Can Lucy hustle? She does. What a surprise. J.C. Manny on the floor.
And Oak Creek can't just depend on that long pass all game. I mean, eventually Germantown was going to start picking up on that, knock the ball away.
And the run and jump defense, they bait you into that. Shot off. They bait you into that. They want you to do that because they want you to think somebody's open, and then you have sprinters coming down the floor. And that's the run and jump defense that Germantown is known for. And now a 10 call. The 15th turnover of the half. Coach Lucknick not happy with that.
Very frustrated.
I don't know if it's with the referee thinking he was counting by 2s or his player for not moving the ball and getting up the floor.
Based on his conversation he's having right now with
Knoll.
Madison Knoll, I think we know the answer.
Bowles cut off, kick out. Kayla lobs, rolls off. Hernandez, great job.
Hernandez with her 7th rebound.
Welcome those viewers from the Waunakee-Platteville game. Live look-in on GTV.
Good look.
Near steal. Wisner out of bounds. You were out of bounds. It's okay, Emily. Great hustle. Again, thank you to the Waunakee-Platteville viewers checking in with us. I'm Ed Rowie. With me is Scott Rowie, my brother, announcing with us today on GTV, and producing for us is Sarah Nassif, our in turn. 30-23. This game is the highlight, is the key point. The focus has been at the 7:34 mark. KK Arnold picking up a technical, which ended up being her 3rd foul. She's gone out, but the teammates of Germantown have stepped up, and Paula Hernandez knocks down a 3.
That had to feel good.
That's her 11th one of the season. It's not foreign to her. Wisner surveys everything. Little bank shot off the mark. That is a shot that she's customarily hit. Gets the ball down the floor.
Good rebound by Schmidt.
And then she nearly threw it away. Instead, baseline, travel.
Got caught in the air, right idea. She had Hernandez cutting. She saw the Germantown defensive players coming at her.
Sheehu, turnover. Number 16 for Oak Creek. Down 4, 30-26, 1:47 remaining. Manny, the freshman, crossing the timeline. Lobs back to Wisner. Leininger right side. A little stale on this possession. See if they get themselves a look as Wisner looking for the hammer pass. Great job, but there's a cutting. Manny kicks it out. Wisner. And we got a 3 seconds call. Leininger, little too long in the lane. And the 4th turnover for Germantown with 1:20 remaining, 30-26.
And credit to Oak Creek on that one. I mean,
Great defense all around,
set.
yep. And now a near steal, but ends up in the hands of Creek.
See, and I want to see Hernandez go to the hoop with that. I mean, she's the tallest person on the court. She had a lane, little
Dribble
timid.
handoff.
Now they get her the ball.
Inside, no good.
Might have gotten
Offensive
fouled.
rebound and put back. Ava Hansen with the putback.
Hernandez with a nice block.
And a block by Hernandez.
See, Oak Creek's
And that's
got to
going to
come
be a
up and
foul
help.
on Manny. Yeah, a little too aggressive.
That's her 3rd.
So both Manny and Arnold with 3 fouls.
And
See
they
if they
bail.
go back. You might see KK for this possession being an offensive possession. Nope, they're going to go Gabby Cox.
Germantown bailed Oak Creek out on that one because Oak Creek, Schmidt was in a spot where she had 3 Germantown players in front of her and none of her players coming towards her to help her out.
And there's KK. I thought they might go back with her being an offensive possession. And to answer, Oak Creek's going to come back with number 13, Valentina Shehu. .6, step into the line. Emma Schmidt, 57%. Shot no good. Gabby Cox, hustle rebound. KK, swing it right side, Wisner, spreading the floor. They got a face guard on with Shehu on KK.
Definitely playing for the last shot here, 30-28 with 20 seconds left.
You see the clock. Wisner, dribble handoff. Gonna let KK go to work. She drives, cut off. Leininger 3, no good. Shehu rebound, up ahead, Hernandez 3, 2, there's the clock, and now they get a foul on Leininger. You can't.
Oh!
Shehu picked it up and let it fly just for fun. Count it, nope, we can't do that. Clearly after the whistle. Leininger, she did. She reached in twice. You got a deflection the first time, but the second time, you just can't do that. You got to know the clock and the situation. Bailing out, Paulina Hernandez is going to step to the line, 71% on the season.
Hernandez was just going to pick up the ball and fire it towards the hoop. I mean, she wasn't going to have enough time to dribble and shoot, so.
Gets the first.
Let's give credit to whoever hit that shot, though.
That was Valentina Shehu. Just picks it up and fires it.
Could have a tie game here going into half, depending on what happens with Hernandez.
Gets them both. We are even.
Germantown have a 1.7 second shot?
Nope, they're going to get it to KK. And you might see.
Have her take off.
Nope, they're going to just get it to Lucy. Nothing happening. We're tied at halftime, 30 apiece. You're watching GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor. It's halftime at the Pope's Invitational. What's that? GTV, sponsored by JBB Financial Advisor. That voice you heard in the background was Scott Rowie.
Inappropriately yelling.
Yeah, announcing today, filling in the big chair of Ron Gavinsky, who is getting better and on the road to recovery. COVID kind of kicked his butt, and he just wants to make sure he's 100% before he comes back. I'm Ed Rowie, and Sarah Nassif producing everything, also on the mic. Interesting first half in that Oak Creek came out shooting the ball real well. Not known for their scoring, coming in averaging only 53 points per game. They love to stress their defense, and Germantown came out a little sloppy, but then came back, took a 30-23 lead, and then a 7-0 run to end the half. Oak Creek tied it. But the storyline, 7:34 remaining, KK got an offensive rebound, went back up, fouled. Couldn't see from this angle, but looked like she kind of got shoved, and she kind of put an elbow out and picked up a technical, which turned into her third foul. From that point on, Germantown was kind of on their own, and that's when they took their lead. They came roaring back. Callie Bowles with a couple of threes. And that was a big part of their comeback. But again, I think if you looked at everything, I think if you're Oak Creek, you're pretty pleased with a 30-30 score. I think if you're Germantown, you're pretty pleased with a 30-30 score. But I think on the flip side of that, neither team is really happy either.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes. I mean, I think if you look at both teams, Germantown, if they're going to win this game, obviously it's going to be centered around how number one plays in the second half and how KK plays. You know she's going to get her shots, and you know she's going to get hot at some point. If you're Oak Creek, you know, it was largely Zartner who led them in the first half, and I mentioned a few times Hernandez. She's getting her spot. They're just not finding her early enough, and she's getting a ton of offensive rebounds, and I think if Oak Creek ends up winning this game, it's largely going to be because of Zartner and Hernandez. So it's going to be interesting to see. Tie game, 30-30. Here we go. Second half.
Here we go.
Tony Romo.
Hey, he's getting paid millions upon millions, so it's okay. To the hoop, Paula Hernandez.
And on cue.
She's going to shoot a couple, went right at Leininger. So Lucy picks up her third, so 3 Germantown players with 3 fouls. So she joins KK Arnold and JC Manny with 3 fouls. 11 seconds into the half. See how this plays out. She's going to stay on the floor. Coach Stuvey just sitting in his chair in his Packer polo as Hernandez hits both. And Oak Creek has the lead. Wisner left alone. 3 on the way. Got it. That's the exact spot she was working on when she came out of halftime. That very spot. She took a few practice threes from that spot.
Took her time, squared up, got her shoulders squared up, and drained it. Nothing but net.
Carroll University commit.
And 15
Emily
points
Wisner.
this game. Already. Almost half the points for Germantown.
So you knew somebody had to pick up the slack with KK in foul trouble. And it's been Hallie and Emily. Double team Hernandez, turnover. Number 17 of the day. To the hoop, KK looking for the call. Nothing there. Shot no good. Now a steal from KK, easy layup. Gabby Cox missed it. And then rushes to get the second one up, panics, but gets it back and is going to go to the line.
She's laughing. She realizes. I wonder if in her head she realizes that this game is obviously being recorded and being watched live, and she
all these
laughing.
girls are very, very aware that they are on GTV. Gabby misses the free throw. Only her 3rd attempt on the season.
Not to be, overlooked was the play by KK and scrambling for the ball. We've had so many jump balls in this game, and she wrestled it out and found her wide open.
Gabby gets the second one, so they got a point out of the turnover.
Here's that pressure again.
Now a steal, Leininger. Drop, handoff, Wisner, and Hernandez nearly finished it. Great steal, Lucy. But that's going to send Emily to the free throw line. 67% of the season. Gets the first. Wisner, who had a 37-point outburst against Pewaukee earlier this year. Career high. Gets them both. Lead up to 4. Now a double team, back to Sheehu.
Decided to
Bounce
take it herself.
pass, layup, good execution, and Zartner finishes.
Just a great pass. Broke through the press herself. and
Blue
just a
wave
great
there,
one.
nowhere to go. Gabby, Lucy, Wiz catch and shoot, no good. Hustle rebound, Sheehu to Noel, left side. 2 minutes into the second half. Third game of the day, third great game of the day. 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound, Rachel Murphy. Rachel across the timeline, drops it off Gabby Cox. Kick out, Wisner to the hoop. Bank shot, no good. KK offensive rebound, puts it back, good.
Be interesting to see if that starts it for KK now, her first non-free throw points of the day. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Sheehu coming off of everything, just kind of dribble it around, looking inside, she keeps it. Drop pass,
Good look.
Hernandez, no good. And they're gonna get a foul on Sheehu.
Did everything right.
Yeah. It looked like she was just casually dribbling around and then dropped off a perfect pass to Paulina, who just overlaid it. Credit to Sheehu, she made the mistake, commits the foul, knocked Gabby Cox down, but immediately helped her up. No surprise. Coach Lucknick wouldn't have it any other way. Wiz, drop off. Rachel Murphy thought about it, instead goes into the lane. Against Hernandez, took the contact and finished. I think Coach Stubbe is beside himself with that. He's been waiting for that from Rachel Murphy. Just a strong attack and now a turnover. Into the hands of KK. Open court, left hand, good.
Here we go. You can just see the confidence coming.
Timeout on the floor, it's a big one. GTV, sponsored by JBB Financial Advisor.
And GTV, presented by JBB Financial Advisors, is on W7.
Okay, so say that again.
I know.
That's all right. That's
GTV,
right. Is
presented by JBB Financial Advisors, is on W7.
okay. GTV presented by or
Presented by,
Okay,
yep.
take 2. JVB. Here we go. Take 3. All right. Here we go. GTV is brought to you by.
Presented by.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. There you go.
You know I'm going to use those bloopers, right?
Oh yeah,
You know
that's fine. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
.46 coming out of a timeout. Germantown has their largest lead of the day, 8.
And it's all been based off this pressure, which Oak Creek was able to break in the first half.
Well, they did have 16 first half turnovers, and they've got 4 early ones here in the second half. Throw in a couple of rush shots, and then the missed shot, the Hernandez layup that looked like everything was good, but the miss. And
No
all
spacing.
of a sudden,
Look at this. They're on top of each other. Got the
Sheehu
shot.
coming off the screen, 3, rolls in and out. Hernandez, offensive rebound, put back, no good.
Oh, and you got to feel for
knocked
Hernandez.
it around.
That's happened all game. I mean, she's right there. She's working to get the rebounds. That's probably her 5th or 6th missed.
Yeah, she's had quite a few. And now a steal from Wiz. Open court KK. Look out, folks. Inside, out, splits everybody, draws a foul, and it rolls off.
I think they got Hernandez for her 3rd.
They just can't get back. You can be as fast as you want, but KK's faster with the ball.
Oh, no, they Shehu on that one.
Or on the line, KK Arnold, team 2.
Free throw good.
You can feel this game starting to slip away a little bit.
Second one good. KK gets them both. Averaging just under
Trap
26.
right there, yep.
Oh, just off the leg of Gabby Cox. Yeah, no. Right call. It was off Gabby's leg.
Careful.
Again, 25.6 per game for KK. She's at 10. Shehu crosses the timeline and double dribbled. And the turnovers are starting to mount for Oak Creek. 22 now. This is what Germantown does. This is not unusual. You could come in averaging only 10, 12, 14. You're going to turn it over 20 times. Sarah and I have been there. We've seen it.
Yes, we have.
The nonstop pressure. They just don't stop. And teams think they go away. They don't. Doesn't matter who's coming off the bench either.
And that press, I mean, you want somebody in the middle, and it's Hernandez, and Leininger's just been getting in front of her, and so they don't have that middle option, and it's just causing some errant
Lucy,
passes.
a little pull-up, no good. Now a steal. KK in the lane. Floater, good.
See, no option in the middle. They need somebody to come up.
They need to flash opposite, and they're not doing it. Similar to what we saw with that zone this morning. And now travel.
13.5 left in the game, 46-34. It's all been Germantown in this second half. 30-30 score at half, and Germantown has come out and forced a number of turnovers and really is taking control of the game.
Wisner left alone. Got it! Wiz Kid's bouncing. She is all sort of fired up, and the lead's up to 15.
Tough to come back when you've got shooters like that. You got somebody like KK and
little 10-footer in and out. Shehu offensive rebound, put back, no good.
That's another name we keep calling, I feel like, is Shehu. She's been all over the place. Not showing up on the stat sheet, but she handles the ball well. You can see she's a little frustrated.
Al Ramahi back on the floor. Dribble handoff. Wisner to KK. In and out, left, right.
Good ball movement.
Wiz. Oh, they had Bowles on the opposite side. Nothing
Still
there.
do.
Now they kick it to her. Lucy saw it. Swing it. Back Lucy. Right corner. No good. Ball batted. Lucy hustles. Out of bounds. Good hustle. But it's going to go Oak Creek way. Nope, they're going to say it's off Oak Creek.
Oh, interesting.
They are saying the last touch by Oak Creek. So it'll be Germantown ball.
I think this official might have had a better angle on it, but
Wisner fake
overrule
dribble
your
handoff. Got Wisner back in the corner. She called for it. She gets it. She lets it fly. It's short. Great block out all around from Oak Creek.
the difference now is Germantown's just doing what they want to do on offense.
And Leininger just committed her fourth. We'll see if that's what they need. If that helps Oak Creek go on a little bit of run. She's been really doing a nice job on Hernandez. That battle's been fun to watch. Sarah Rudy using her length to step out on the floor.
And she's been an impactful offensive player for Germantown this season.
She really has been stepping up and knocking down the threes lately. She's not shy. Speaking of, Pendergast three, no good. KK rebounds, she's off. Open court. In the lane, kick it out. Wisner sets her feet, lets it fly, nothing there. Ball batted around. Bowles on the floor. Tie up Hallie Bowles. I don't know the last time we had back-to-back player of the games, but Hallie Bowles, I think you're the spark. I think we brought her over here as the player of the game. She sits down, does the interview with Sarah, and lo and behold, Hallie's
She got comfortable with it. She wants more.
yeah, right? Sarah's just stepping up and bringing us players of the game and MVPs. And Hallie's taking it to heart.
Well, and you just love seeing these guys getting on the floor and causing these jump balls. Some people aren't a big fan of that when you see 6, 7, 8 of those in a game. That's just hustle.
Looks like a big one. We'll take it with him. You're watching.
21-18 Germantown by 3. Timeout Brookfield Central. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're watching W7 Live.
And here comes Gretchen McNeil, Olivia McNeil's sister.
And Natalie's sister.
Germantown girls basketball back in T-minus 46 days, people.
Coming out of the timeout, 11:52 remaining. Germantown on a 19-4 run here to start the second half. KK, 3 on the way, no good. Ball ends up in the hands of Kella Lobs. Extra chances are not good when you are down 15. KK, kick it out. Wisner down the lane, rolls around and down.
17-point game now, just like that. I mean,
21-4 run.
And we've seen this from Germantown. They really capitalize on halftime to collect themselves. Key leaders like KK and Wisner, they emerge, kind of settle their team down, and bring out the momentum in the second half.
Yeah, great point. They really have done a nice job at halftime. So we've seen this. You know, they've gotten down some big scores against some good teams, and they come back every single time. Inside look. Some way, somehow.
Hansen got wide open.
Nobody was within 5, 8, 10 feet of her. She was wide open, and Oak Creek needed it, and they're thankful. They left Wiz alone, 3 short. Can Rudy get the rebound? Nope. Geeson had it. It's a turnover. Geeson on the sprint out, got her handed it, and she went to the ground, lost it.
Not for lack of effort.
51-36, 10:44 remaining. KK walking over the timeline. Hallie Bowles, nobody around her. Catch, shoot. Ooh. It's getting fired up for Hallie again. Elma Schmidt. Swing it left side. Eva Hansen. Back to Schmidt. Cutting Hansen.
Great look.
They found something with Sarah Rudy playing defense, because that's back-to-back possessions where Sarah's been caught up.
Hansen with about as easy a layup as you're going to get.
2 in a row that way, yeah. Dribble handoff. KK down the lane. Floating back right side, no good. She just steals the rebound away. Jump ball. Gonna be Oak Creek ball. Under 10 minutes remaining, 13-point game. Germantown up. Layup good. I think you might see a little bit of a change here. Maybe not. Hallie, Sarah, Wisner, KK, catch, shoot, got it. KK knocking down the 3, and it's up to 14 again.
You got to go. You get a 10-second. There you go.
Schmidt with KK on her. There's the steal.
What a play.
To the hoop. Layup.
What a great
good.
play. Just picked her clean.
She was just baiting it and waiting it. She baits her into it, waits for the right time, and then goes.
So there's the pass to the middle. I've been waiting for that all game. They finally found the person in the middle to break the press.
Inside, Hansen, Rudy on her with double team help from Wisner, turns into a turnover. KK open court. Down the lane, left side, back to the right side, layup, good.
1 on 4, still scores.
.8:30 remaining. The lead's back up to 18. Kick it to the corner. 3 on the way. Got it. Lola Pendergast.
LOLA.
Whoa, Lobs didn't expect it. Yeah, she's probably like, KK, what you doing? Give it to me. I don't do this. Look at the face guarding. Ava Dushman. Dukeman right in her pocket. KK gets it back. Now you got to sag and you got to foul. Now KK's just going to, okay, I'll shoot this 3. Got it.
So even with face guarding, going back to the grade school defense of just having somebody run in your face, and she still got free and got the shot.
Near steal. She's got 18 in the second half. And they've got an 18-point lead. Coincidence? I don't think so.
There we go.
KK's too tired. She's going to drop it off. Wisner got it.
Guessing a timeout coming in a second.
KK's hoping because she's gassed.
Oak Creek's got about 15 people ready to check in.
Layup good.
Nice shot.
Geeson going right at the rack.
Yeah, she's been up and down. In the first half, she had some spurts as well. A lot of rebounds.
KK, swing it, left side, Sarah Rudy. Got it! Sarah called it. Sarah Rudy nails it. 30-second timeout. Germantown. They're taking this to give KK a chance to take a break. That's all.
I don't know if you're Oak Creek what you do at this point. I mean, once
you can't do it. They're not an offensive team. They're just they predicate everything they do on defense. They don't have that comeback ability in them. As great as their defense can be, it's just not there. A 21-point deficit is just too much. Germantown's going to get their 80 points. It's what they do. I mean, Sarah Rudy is, what, the 11th or 12th player to step on the floor for Germantown today. And she knocks down a 3, her first attempt. So it's not going to stop. And they're doing it with Lucy on the bench.
And Germantown still pressuring. I mean, Oak Creek is just getting fatigued at this point.
And
it's
again,
got to wear on you.
We're about 10 days away from Germantown getting to full strength, something they have not been the entire season.
That's going to be a game changer for the Warhawks.
Absolutely. I mean, to get Chen back, Gretchen McNeil, who went out in that Pewaukee game, thought it was just a simple ankle roll, turned into a fracture.
Yeah.
They found later on. So she's been down forever. And then when you're getting your sophomore, who we have yet to see in Reese Berge, but you talk to Coach Stuvey and Coach Cox, and they tell you she was so strong defensively. Inside, Maddie Brown finishing.
Really
she
nice
really made their defense go. She's a soccer player, but she makes their defense go. KK 3, no good.
And one
offensive rebound, Rachel Murphy.
That's 4 on Hernandez.
That was just a great rebound, Rachel Murphy. I think Coach Stuvey is really happy with the aggressiveness from Rachel today.
And when Berge does come back, she has speed, which is already going to add on to Germantown's high, fast-paced tempo.
I can't wait to see her play because Coach Stuvey and Coach Cox both have said she makes our defense go. Lucy to the hoop. Oh, great read, just unable to finish. Noel up ahead to Hernandez. Gets it back. Leininger's got 4. Brom cutting. Step through, finish. Maddie Brown up to 10 points now.
That's 3 in a row, I think, for her. She's finding that cut.
6:10 remaining, 66-49. JC thought about it. Lucy, nothing there. Good job, Oak Creek defense. KK backs it out. JC in the corner. Pass.
Great ball
Nothing
movement.
there. Murphy, top of the key, Rachel, no good. Shehu with the rebound. Pass up ahead, Hernandez, too strong. Through the hands of everybody, kicked. And they're gonna get a blocking call on JC Manny. Well, that was a unique little stretch.
I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like a ping pong.
It was Shehu with the long pass to Hernandez. She saved it. And as I want to say, Zartner went to the hoop. Foul on Murphy. As Zartner went to the hoop, it hit off her foot, which hit off of Bowles, ended up back in the hands of Emma Schmidt, I believe, and then the foul was. It was just chaos. But Maddie Brown's going to the line. We know that much. Gets the first.
Yeah, as this lead has slipped away, Brahm's really been the only one that's kept them close. 16-point lead with 5.5 left. That's going to be tough for Oak Creek with a team that tends to be more defensive than offensive.
Scoring 2 with the clock stop definitely helps. KK to Cox. Gabby down the lane. Kick out. Wisner. 3. Got it. We were lined up perfectly to watch that.
And that won't help Oak Creek. I was going to say you want to find small wins on each possession, and that's not one of them. Brahms open again. Oh, they missed her.
Drive down the lane. Partially blocked by Wisner and a tie-up. Emily Wisner coming flying out of nowhere with the block.
If there's anything good you can see from Oak Creek right now, even though they've fallen behind, that cut with Brahm is working every time. And they missed her that time, but she's up to, 12 points now, and most of those have been in the second half.
KK down the lane. Double pump. Layup. Good.
Good luck with that.
20 second half points for KK.
Kind of what we predicted.
15 second half points for WizKid. Shot no good. Leininger to KK. Open court. 1-on-3. To the hoop. Draws the foul. She's going to go shoot 2.
Everybody okay?
I don't know about
Sheehy. Pretty hard.
Was it Sheehy or was it?
No, Maddie Knoll.
Is Knoll?
She went down
She's
pretty
a
hard.
tough kid.
She is.
Sarah knows. She's a tough kid. She can handle it. KK, that's...
Probably sounded worse than it was.
I think a hand slap was in there too.
I am noticing that with KK, you need a separate stat sheet because I'm running out of room.
You do.
You need like your own separate.
I got
page
it.
for her,
I'm good. I think I've got it all right here. And I've learned to start keeping track of assists and blocks and steals, obviously. And 73-51, 22-point lead, Germantown. 4:45 remaining.
Oh boy.
Pass into the bench, another turnover.
The fatigue is starting to kick in, and you would imagine it would. I mean, Oak Creek really played well in the first half, and that defensive effort, but it's going to take its toll on you. And now when you're down 22, it's...
Leininger, pull up. No good.
It's going to be tough.
Did everything right
momentum.
but make it. Zartner comes away with the rebound. Stick around for our Jolly Good Soda JVB Financial Advisor Player of the Game. KK open court. Here we go. Pass to Leininger. She catches, unable to handle it though. She was put in a tough spot. That's the first turnover of the second half from Germantown.
Yeah, the other thing we haven't talked about is Zartner really has been quiet in the second half. And we talked about, if Oak Creek was going to be in this game in the second half,
Murphy,
Zartner was gonna have to be
KK, drop
involved.
pass. Murphy, layup. No good. KK offensive rebound. KK unable to come away with another one. I always worry about those explosion rebounds. When she comes right back down and goes right back up, they make me so nervous. But she's so explosive. Lucy get a piece of that? We'll find out what the refs think.
Yeah,
nope.
yeah.
And then Layla Al-Ramahi, she caught it and fell out of bounds.
They've really bottled up Kirsten Zartner in the second half, though. She was the one early on that
Yeah.
was leading for Oak Creek.
11 first half points, only 2 in the second. 3:38 remaining. Stick around. We've got our player of the game at the conclusion of this one. We've got a boys game coming up after this one as well. We'll drop the stream, pick it back up again, and Hamilton will be taking on New Berlin West. On the boys side of things here on W7, a rarity. KK on the cut, kick out. Murphy, good ball movement. Leininger back to Murphy. Skip it opposite. Gabby. Nothing there. KK just going to direct some traffic for a minute. Good patience shown by Germantown. You're up 22. You don't need anything. Catch your breath and go. And now they left Gabby wide open in the corner. Cox 3.
Great great job of lining
Coach
that up.
Stubbe's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with him. GTV, sponsored by JBB Financial Advisor.
I forgot a mask.
Okay, go get one. Give me one too while you're at it.
Here. Talk to the vlog.
What is this thing? Woo! How do I? Whoa. Sorry. Hey, vlog. Wait, do I go like this? No, that's there. Hey, vlog. You're in my car. It says Go G-Town in the back. We got all of our stuff. We got a lot of stuff back there.
.251 remaining. It's been a second half explosion, a 46-21 explosion for Germantown. KK with 22 in the second half. She's done for the day, apparently. 15 second half points for Emily Wisner. She appears to be done for the day. 26 for KK, 27 for Wiz. The dynamic duo, they were outstanding. Shot no good. Sheffalou hustles after it. We got Sheffalou, Kolda, Rudy, Pliszka, and Gaz on the floor.
And as you'd expect, as we talked about at the beginning, the contrast of styles, it's playing out in the final score.
Yeah, everybody's going to be right around their average. Sheffalou thought about kicking it to the corner, decides against it, gets it to Josie Pliszka. Sarah Rudy, right side. Danica swings it. Amber can't go through two. Shea Hughes, a veteran, drops off the pass. Left hand layup. Good. Geeson finishes. We got to decide who our player of the game is going to be after this one. And now Sheehy with another steal.
He's going to try to go for double-digit steals in this game.
Coach Stuvey wants the jump ball. He's not going to get it.
Nor should he. Give him credit for the ask, though. Well, I mean, you can.
Just about a minute remaining. We went silent. We're trying to decide our player of the game. You know, we like to share it on GTV, spread the wealth, and you know, it's something we've talked about often. It could be KK and Emily every single game. This is a tournament game, a non-conference game. We could give it back to them. So we're deciding how we're going to do this.
It's very difficult because Germantown has just had such a successful season.
Yeah, and this is something we kind of thought about before the season. We talked about it, and I didn't want to have a player of the game every game because we were going to run into this situation. But we think we have an idea as Rudy's shot's off the mark. ball, corner pocket, rattles around and down. Lola Pendergrast.
Second three of the game now.
She really gets some arc on it. Sheffield, little jump hook in the lane, no good. $76.58. Oh, there we go, 76-60. So there you have it. Germantown's going to win this one. Stick around for our player of the game. 76-60, sponsored by GBB Financial Advisor, GTV. Stick around, it's a W.
W7. I'm Sarah Nassif, and I'm here with your Jolly Good Soda player of the game, Gabby Cox. Gabby, congrats on a great win. It was a tough one.
It was a tough
one.
one.
Was a competitor. They were keeping it close with you guys, really battling your defense in that first half. What was your approach to tonight's game, given that this was such a competitive team?
Well, we knew that we played two very different styles of basketball. They really like to walk it up the court and run their plays, and we don't play like that. We like to play fast and push it up, so we knew if we could play our style of basketball that we could come out on top, and that's what we did in the second half. So.
And you're finding your role in this new starting lineup, so approach has been super important for you. How have you been adjusting to this role, being that you're a key impact in this starting lineup?
Well, I know that like I have KK to find shots and Emily to hit them, so I know if I can play good defense and help my team, then that's my role. So I've been just really trying to dig in on defense, and yeah.
That's a great mentality. Now going back to the first half, it wasn't the start that you guys are used to. What was the talk in halftime? What was kind of the mood that was set in the locker room to come out into the second half?
Well, we knew that that wasn't our best basketball in the first half, and we were all kind of just mad in the locker room. Like, we know we could do better, so we just came out at half and was just ready to play. And I think we were just excited to get another half, too. So.
And you've been in this situation before, and it's needless to say you guys exploded in this second half. What does tonight's win mean for you?
I think it's a big just momentum boost. I mean, going into the second half of conference, we know we have high expectations for ourselves, so I think this is really just going to set the tone. So.
And speaking about coming back into conference play, Tuesday night, you got Brookfield East battling for #1 in the GMC. What's going to be important for your team?
I think we're just really excited, honestly, just bringing our momentum. I mean, last time we met up with Brook East, that definitely wasn't our best basketball, and I think we've been just looking forward to this next matchup, and I think we're going to come out hot and excited.
And I think it being a home game, that's gonna favor you guys. I say it time and time again. Germantown has such a good student section. What has that student section meant for your team this year?
I think it's been really helpful, honestly. I mean, all the guys and girls showing up for us. I think we're gonna pack the house Tuesday, so it's gonna be a fun atmosphere for sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you get back to that celebratory bus ride, of course.
Yes.
Thank you for such a great interview, and congrats on a amazing win tonight.
Thank you.
Gabby, we are W7, and who are we for?
For the girls.
All right, thank you W7 listeners for tuning in tonight. You have just seen your Jolly Good Soda player of the game, Gabby Cox, and we'll see you next game. Thank you.